So it was like my son ended up having seizures. I've been born with them, and we didn't know he was gonna have them. So he was jumping on his bed and like slid off the edge and went into a seizure. And he was going through that and ended up passing. So
your son?
Yeah, my son. He was 4. Girl, I don't wanna see you cry those tears, 'cause baby girl, I'll be right here. And I just want you, girl, won't you understand that I'm just trying to I wanna be your man. And when I come through, pulling up just for you, girl, you know your dreams, they'll come true. Girl, it's gonna be me and you, like 1 + 1's gonna equal 2.
Hey man, that boy can blow for real. A lot of people told me that you was big cap on the interview.
What?
That you was a whole liar, that you lied about almost everything.
Okay.
So I wanted to address that with you. What's up, YouTube? I want to once again thank everybody who comes up to me in the streets and shows me real love. Y'all don't even know. It keeps me thankful. It keeps my tank full. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update. So guys, you may or may not have seen his video. It got decent views, but how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right. So basically, you know what I'm saying, you kind of have, I guess, gone through some of your situation. You got your own spot now.
Yes, I do.
How'd you get your own spot?
So, I'm gonna be honest, like not too long after the video, I had ended up having a mental episode. So it was like my son ended up having seizures. I've been born with them, and we didn't know he was gonna have them. So he was jumping on his bed and like slid off the edge and went into a seizure. And he was going through that and ended up passing. So
your son?
Yeah, my son. He was 4. He ended up passing. Like they said, he hit his head and damaged his brain. So yeah, I kind of went through a whole depression stage.
Where was he at?
So I lost full custody where I was only on visitation time, and he was at my dad's. My dad ended up, you know, he's an alcoholic, so he ended up drinking, going to sleep, and ended up going upstairs to check on my son, and my son was laid out on the floor. He was seizing out from what they said, but when he got to the hospital, they said he passed not too long ago. By the time I got there, he was already gone. So I kind of reacted after that, depression, stopped eating, wouldn't take my medicine. You know, the usual when you're going through depression.
So that happened shortly after the interview? Shortly
after the interview. So I recently just came out of long-term facility, and they ended up putting me in a, I guess you call them, I wouldn't say a foster care, I guess you call it like a group home.
Yeah, like an adult,
yeah, like a room or house where you pay rent, you gotta work a job. And I started off as a cleaning plate, like, you know, sweep up the hair, answer phone calls at a barbershop in Stonecrest. And they ended up moving me to management position, and I ended up starting to stay with my aunt, and my aunt moved out, so she gave me the house. So, you know, I got me a house now, got me a dog.
Okay, so that's how you end up getting the house. Basically, you say your aunt moved out.
Yeah.
Is it in her name, or was she renting?
So the house was left in my mom's thing. I know the last interview I let y'all know my mom died giving birth to me, and it was left in my aunt's name. And my aunt was like, she just didn't want the house. She ended up finding something better, ended up getting married again, so she was like, I want to move in with him. So she left me the house. I was the only one there. So I've been able to pay the rent. I've been able to do better. I got me a dog now, and ended up finding me a girl. So we're doing better. And about to have another kid. So I'm doing a whole lot better. And it really was me watching the video and seeing, like, a lot of the comments were saying, like, you know, keep up the good work, don't give up. Because I know I told y'all last time I felt like giving up. It was like nothing was going good for me. And I read that one comment, I forgot who it was, whoever it was that said it. I do appreciate the encouragement, and I took that kindness to the heart, and it made me a better person. I'm doing better. I've been working hard, you know, I'm making my life better. I ended up starting to sing again, so I had somebody actually bring me to the studio.
Bust something right now.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Bust it on out. Let's go.
I'm gonna hit y'all with one of my originals.
Hit it. Let's go.
Girl, I don't wanna see you cry. cry those tears, cause baby girl, I'll be right here. And I just want you, girl, won't you understand that I'm just trying to be, I wanna be your man. And when I come through, pulling up just for you, girl, you know your dreams, they'll come true. Girl, it's gonna be me and you, like 1 + 1 is gonna equal 2.
Hey, man. That boy can blow for real. That boy can blow, man. Hey, man. That boy can sing for real, man. It be a lot of hidden talent out here, man.
And a lot of people look at me like, boy, you can't sing when they hit that. They're like, oh, let me,
Well,
let me get
that boy just hit that Chris Brown real quick. Yeah. That boy hit that R&B. That's better than Chris Brown. Hey, man, that's fire, man. Yeah. That's fire, bro. Like, that's lit. What up, big dog? Yes, sir.
So it's like a lot of people won't even expect me to be singing shit like that. They always want to hear a young dude do rap because that's our music nowadays.
Boy, you killed that, man.
Me, I'm like the young person with the old soul. I listen to all R&B. So my R&B music that I listen to.
You rock that out. You got anything you want?
Oh, me? I be rapping.
Okay. Well, just give me a second, man. I don't want you too close.
But yeah, I've been.
I got 1, 2.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. So you know, my life been going better. I'm gonna be honest. I've been going through the stages where I'll start getting depressed again, like, you know, feeling like giving up, and it's always. I don't really watch everybody else's videos. I sometimes do, but my main video and just looking at the comments, it just gives me the courage. Like some of them, I'm gonna be honest, some of them are like, hey, you know, you should be better, you should do better, you know, don't give up. But some of them are like, you know, some people are gonna feel the same way, so they're gonna be like, yeah, shoot, I feel like giving up too. And if I knew how to comment back on like some of the comments, I would. Like, don't give up.
You just hit on the comment and it'll reply.
Okay.
Yeah, so just hit on the comment.
Some of them comments I seen where people were in the same mood where they just felt like giving up, or it just stuff they said felt like, you know, they didn't just matter. They felt like they didn't matter in life. But I just want to say, you know, don't give up, because you see how y'all gave me the courage to you know, keep going. I didn't give up, and look at the place I'm in. I'm living in a house. And look, now it's a house, but if you look at it from the outside and you see a picture, it look like a mini mansion. That's it big.
Okay.
And then I got me, so I'm starting to drive a Suburban now. Got me 2 or 3 dogs. Got me 2 blue nose, 1 red nose, and then I just got a King Corso.
Wow, man.
I got a girl now.
Got a whole kennel over there.
Yeah, so we're planning on getting married.
So hold on. So the crazy thing is, I agreed to do this interview because I was about to grill you. You didn't know it. That's why I told you in the beginning, like, this might be a little spicy. This interview went in a whole different direction than what I initially thought it was gonna go.
What was you gonna grill me for?
Because a lot of people told me that you was big cap on the interview.
What?
That you was a whole liar. That you lied about almost everything.
Okay.
So I wanted to address that with you.
But the thing that had shocked me is when I got to the jail, my dad ended up working there.
Working there?
Yes, he was working there.
As a what?
He was one of the CEO.
He was a CEO?
And what's funny is I never knew my dad. So when he walked up and I said my name, one thing about me, I don't like lying. Through my whole life I've been lied to. I've had a lot of lies, and I feel like one thing my mom taught me, well, my foster mom taught me, is that when you are going through something, there's always going to be somebody that is going to put you down or feel like you ain't worth nothing because they're not feeling that way, or they're feeling that way. If they feel like they're going through something worse, or they're feeling like their life is bad, they're not going to do anything to make you feel better. They're going to hurt people. They're going to bring you in. And my mom always taught me, don't stoop to their level. If they say you're this, and you know words, what's the saying?
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt.
And I've always been a person where I'm gonna treat you how I want to be treated. So I'm not gonna go in an interview knowing that y'all are telling y'all whole truth and then me lie just so I can get this and that. So it just looks at wrong. Y'all are telling y'all's truth, but I get to lie. So it's like, I'm not gonna lie just to get what I want. You lie, it's gonna put you in a worse situation than you are in. God wants people to tell the truth. God wants people to focus on what He's telling you. Truth is the main thing. He says liar. It's one of the 7, not the 7, but the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not lie.
Yep.
So I'm a person where I grew up as an atheist. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't go to church. I didn't read the Bible. I was really just a person that believed on this say load and then unload. That's my God. That's what I'm gonna do. Unload, load and unload right there.
Right.
And it really took a lot of these people that I'm meeting out here to say, hey, go to church, take this. I'm gonna be honest, my first time going to church, and I'm gonna be dead honest on this. Somebody had to pay me $20 just to go into church. And I got the $20 for going, but I slept the whole time. Second time I was on the phone. Third time I was reading the book.
Right.
The fourth time they took all of that from me, so it got to the point I just had to really sit there and listen. And it was just that day the message was said to everybody, but I felt like it was meant for me, so I kept going ever since. And then I learned I not learned it. I'm still learning the stuff it means, but the main thing I really focus on basic information basic information before leaving Earth. When I heard that thing, I never got it, and so I started really focusing on what I'm reading. I still don't know the meaning of what I'm reading.
You got to ask for understanding. You got to pray to God
and it really
for understanding, because you can read the Bible and you can interpret it a number of
different ways than what it's actually meant.
But you got to pray for understanding so that your understanding of it can be what God wants, how God wants you to get it.
Exactly.
Okay, so, all right, well, listen, man. I mean, so you're not a liar.
No.
All right. Well, that's really good to hear about all that stuff, man. And I'm really sorry to hear about your son.
Thank you.
That is, you say he was 3?
He was 4.
He was 4?
He'll turn 5 December 2nd.
And so, what about the mom? What was her feelings and thoughts on that situation?
I really haven't spoke to her mom because her mom was, I would say, toxic. She was very aggressive.
Well, was it a son or a daughter?
My son.
Okay, right. So your son's mom, when did she find out that this happened?
She found out not too long after, I say like 2 days afterwards. My dad ended up calling.
And so you didn't did y'all have a service or anything like that?
My dad and her wanted to do a funeral. I'm not big on funerals because I kind of don't know how to react there. I'm a person where once I start crying, if anybody tries to support me, I still have my aggression. I'm gonna be honest, that's one thing I did not like. I'm an aggressor.
Right.
If I don't want you touching me and you push that touching on me, I'm swinging.
Right.
So I know that that's not one of the predicaments to do that in. So I just rather have my son cremated. And I know that's my wish. I never got a chance to ask my son that. So I cremated him, and I have him in a little necklace with our pictures on it. So
was the mom involved? In other words, was she involved in his life at that point?
She was at first. When I ended up losing custody, turns out she gave him to my dad. She didn't even want nothing to do with me, him, or anybody. The last time I heard from her was that day she found out, and it was no really reaction. She was drunk and high. So I don't know how to take the reaction.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, man. Well, look, man. That's crazy. That's a wild update. But all right, listen. We really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions.
No problem.
If anybody out there did want to reach out, help or donate, because it seems like you still, are moving on your way up. Do you have a way they could do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I do have a Facebook. You can just type in JAY Brooks BROOKS. You'll see me with my dog on it.
Okay.
It's a brown and white dog. Cash App, I'm trying to get one activated. I don't know if I can use my cousin's.
Throw it on there.
So my cousin's is Drip.
As long as you trust your cousin.
Yeah, I do. My cousin is DripKingTV. It'll be capital DRIP.
Okay.
Capital KING.
All right.
Capital TV.
Okay. All right, man. Well, like I say, we really appreciate you. Definitely wishing them but the best out here. All right.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Make sure you have a good one now.